Welcome everybody, my name is Michael or Kubera. Today we are discussing about crypto billionaires, the Bitcoin Billionaires Club. Let's roll the intro and let's get right into it. Thanks for watching everybody. If you're new to this channel or you're new to cryptocurrency, check out my secondary channel. This channel will become my secondary channel. So if you want to see my face every single day, check out Michael Holonovich. It is my personal brand name channel. Subscribe on over there, leave a like, comment, and share. And without further ado, let's get into cryptocurrency, the Crypto Billionaire Club. It is an exclusive club that few are able to participate in, and it's very difficult to fully understand how many billionaires there are since cryptocurrency is A, volatile, B, a lot of these wealthy addresses are very anonymous because, first of all, if you have millions of dollars, you don't want any government to know about it because of taxes. You don't want other individuals to know about it because of hacking attacks or any malicious deeds. And C, sometimes you just want to invest in cryptocurrency and you don't even know when you're going to get out of it. So technically, even if you have $1 billion over on paper, until you cash out, you are not a billionaire. You might have $0 in your bank account. You're a billionaire because you have over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin or Ripple or Ethereum or any other random altcoin, but until you cash out, you're not a billionaire. So it's very difficult to pinpoint how many billionaires there are exactly, and especially how many multimillionaires and millionaires, but we know that cryptocurrency has helped thousands of people become multimillionaires and hundreds of people get very close to billions of dollars, and at least 10 to 50 people have definitely become billionaires at one point or another over the past few years since 2017. So let's get into the top 10 billionaires besides Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi Nakamoto is the creator of Bitcoin. We don't know if it's a he, if it's a she, if it's a they, if it's a group, if they're even alive, if they're deceased. So without Satoshi Nakamoto, whose wealth might be over $40 billion, with Bitcoin's peak of over $42,000, and currently it's at $37,200. Let's get into the top 10 besides Satoshi Nakamoto. So let's begin with the Winklevoss brothers. They're actually going to get a movie made on them. If you watch The Social Network with Mark Zuckerberg about Facebook's creation, you're very familiar with the Winklevoss' strategy. They unfortunately were screwed over by Mark Zuckerberg and they had to go to court. So they won some money from Mark Zuckerberg. Their idea was the original Facebook. If you're not familiar with the story, check out the movie, check out the biographies. And the original money that they won in the lawsuits and in court, they used that to invest into cryptocurrency. Not only did they invest into cryptocurrency, they created their own cryptocurrency exchange called Gemini, which most likely will get an IPO. We're not sure about it, but it's probably going to follow the same path as Coinbase. Now, there's a bunch of billionaires, and we'll discuss about Coinbase very soon, but there's a bunch of billionaires who have invested in cryptocurrency. Today, we're only discussing about billionaires who are fully 100% crypto. They didn't invest late. They invested full on. Most of these guys are early investors before 2013, and Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss used most of their funds to create Gemini. They invested in cryptocurrency, and they became billionaires, then dropping off the billionaires list. And at their peak, they were worth $1.4 billion total. So meaning every single one of the twins, since there's two of them, they were both worth $700 million. So that changed. In 2017, they were worth over $1.4 billion. Then Bitcoin dropped, cryptocurrency dropped a little bit. There was a crypto winter of 2018 and 19. In 2020, we started going back up. And in 2021, as of right now, Bitcoin is in a great spot. And with current Bitcoin prices, not only did they get back into the Billionaire Boys Club, but as an individual, both Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss are both billionaires now. So not both of them together as in the past, but both of them are worth over $1.4 billion each. Woohoo! So they beat their previous record. Both of them are worth over $1.4 billion. That's crazy to think about. So I wish them all the best of luck. Cameron Winklevoss on Twitter said, Bitcoin baselining at 35.5 thousand, a new normal, love it, as of January 18th, 2021. And today is January 19th. Woo! Next up on our list is Matthew Roszak. Hey, He's got a Polish last name. Love it. All right. So on his Twitter, Bitcoin is one of the greatest technological, financial, industrial, and humanitarian inventions of our time. He is the co-founder of blockchain infrastructure provider Block. Matthew Roszak was an early convert to the world of cryptocurrency. He bought his first BTC in 2012, over 9 years ago. Now his crypto net worth is estimated to be around $1.2 billion, and according to Forbes, up from around $300 million last year. So he definitely made a lot of profit. Next up is Brian Armstrong. You're all familiar with him. He's the CEO of Coinbase. He used to give out Bitcoins for free to friends and family members, and now he's in the Billionaire Boys Club. He's 37 years old, and he's one of the youngest cryptocurrency billionaires. He first made his entry into the world of cryptocurrency in 2012, investing into Bitcoin, and shortly after, he invested into Coinbase. He created his own company, Coinbase, in San Francisco, and now, it's one of the largest exchanges in the world. Although it may not be the best exchange in the world, I'm banned from Coinbase, but I still applaud Ben Armstrong. You've done a lot of good deeds, and he's currently in the top 2,000 for Forbes. He's positioned at 1990. He's worth over $1 billion as of last year. Next up is Tim Draper. He is the only one on this list that I've actually seen in real life. He was wearing a Bitcoin tie, as most people report him. He always has some Bitcoin tie or socks or something apparel related to cryptocurrency, and why wouldn't he? He made over $1 billion. So this guy is very interesting because not only did he buy into Hotmail, Baidu, Skype, and Tesla in the early 1990s and in the early 2000s, but in 2014, he scooped over 30,000 BTC in a exchange between the U.S. Marshal Service. It was an auction from the infamous Silk Road darknet market. So at that time, he purchased Bitcoin for $632. Every single BTC for $632. And currently, if you just do the math of over $37,000 per BTC, that is a hefty profit. But even if you calculate $42,000 at Bitcoin's peak, or hopefully $50,000, you can see that Tim Draper is a multi-billionaire. His crypto stash is definitely worth over $1.1 billion right now, but in the future, it's definitely going to be $2, $3, $4 billion, and he is a venture capitalist as of right now. He's investing into other cryptocurrency exchanges, cryptocurrency startups, and he's overall a great guy. He's also a motivational speaker at cryptocurrency conferences, so that's awesome. And on his Twitter, Bitcoin 10x from here by end of 2020 or early 2023. So he definitely thinks that Bitcoin's going to get to $250,000, and by that point, he would have $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 billion, depending on how much he has still from that original auction, which once you get to a billionaire status, you're not spending most of your money. You just want to make more money. So on to the next person, CZ, who's known by his initials, CZ, that's it. He is the leader of the now bought out CoinMarketCap, and he has been the original CEO and founder of Binance, Changpeng Cao. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but he is a Chinese national, and he is the most famous cryptocurrency individual that I can think of. He has created Binance, one of the largest exchanges, on his Twitter as of June 18, 2020. Bitcoin doesn't care. Oh yeah, that's right, because you're a billionaire, boy. And he came from OKX Exchange. He used to be high ranking in that exchange. He decided, you know what, let me switch over to Binance. Let me make my own company. And boom, he did it with a lot of success. So he created his own token, BNB, which recently burned over a few $100 million. So burning a few $100 million and having over a few $1 billion and being one of the top 20 cryptocurrencies, CZ, I don't have to introduce him. You know he's doing really well. So next up on the list, Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy. He used to be against Bitcoin in 2013. That's okay. Not a lot of people really understood Bitcoin back then. And over the past year, he bought up over $1.2 billion of Bitcoin through his company, MicroStrategy. And he holds personally over a $600 million stake in cryptocurrency. So his total $1.2 billion plus $600 million stake, $1.8 billion stake, is totally dependent on whether cryptocurrency does well or not. So he is definitely a billionaire. Welcome to the list, Michael Saylor. It's okay. It's okay if you came late to the party. Most important thing is whether you believe in Bitcoin or not. So next up on the list, Chris Larsen. He is from Ripple, XRP. So Ripple has had a tough past month with the SEC lawsuit. But overall, even though they did get beaten by Polkadot recently, they're still number 5th in position on all of the cryptocurrencies. They're still worth over a $10 billion market cap. And his personal fortune, Chris Larsen, is close to $3 billion. So it's very interesting where we're going to see in the future where Ripple is. Hopefully it beats the SEC lawsuit. But Chris Larsen is one of the original co-founders of XRP, so I don't have to even introduce him. And then number 1 on the list, besides Satoshi Nakamoto, is Micri-chan. Micri-chan, you probably have never heard of this name. Neither have I. Don't worry, but you have heard of Bitmain, one of the largest cryptocurrency mining companies based in China. And Micri-chan has amassed a cool $3.2 billion as of January 2021, approaching $4 billion. He is an electronics engineer and the co-founder of Bitcoin mining hardware manufacturer Bitmain. So not only do they mine, but they manufacture the hardware to sell these GPUs later to other investors. So that is awesome. And that is the Bitcoin billionaires list. Top mentions besides these individuals. For me personally, I absolutely love Mr. Antonopoulos. Check out his YouTube channel. He only has a few $1 million worth of cryptocurrency, and a lot of people started making fun of him, especially Roger Ver, which I'm not a big fan of, because Antonopoulos was always an expert in cryptocurrency. He knew a lot about Bitcoin, he knew a lot about altcoins, and just because someone's not a billionaire doesn't mean they're not an expert in it. Especially in this field when there's two sides to it. There's the technical side, which Antonopoulos is definitely very knowledgeable in the technical side, and the investing side of cryptocurrency. Regardless, people felt really bad for him when Roger Ver started degrading him on Twitter, and he got over $1 million worth of donations, which now is probably worth a few $1 million. I'm not going to do an honorable mention of Roger Ver or Craig Wright, which claims to be Satoshi Nakamoto, but I will do an honorable mention of Nick Szabo, one of the original Bitcoin investors, believers, and people who worked with Satoshi Nakamoto. We're never going to know who Satoshi Nakamoto is, but at least Nick got to know him through email and through the forum Bitcoin Talk. So that is the Bitcoin billionaires list. Out of all of the Bitcoin billionaire wallets, 5 of them are from exchanges. And then there's another 20 to 25 wallets which are unknown. So they might come from individuals, but as we all know, Bitcoin billionaires usually have multiple wallets. So we're not really sure who's the richest. There might be somebody who has over $10 billion worth of crypto, but it's not in their best interest to share whether they're the richest. So that is the list. If you enjoyed this video, click that subscribe button, leave a like, comment down your opinion below, check out my secondary channel, and we shall see you guys tomorrow. Live stream is coming up today.